Where do you think the power lies in this relationship between a former property mogul and the Russian president? US envoy Steve Witkoff looked more like an embarrassed fanboy than a tough negotiator at what was his third meeting with Vladimir Putin in as many months. He was in St Petersburg to push for a ceasefire in Ukraine, but it seems his hosts weren't in any hurry. They began the day by taking him on a tour of Russia's second city. Sightseeing first, peace talks later. The Kremlin sounded relaxed.
We're exchanging views, conveying our positions. It's meticulous work, breakthroughs are not expected. The process of normalization of relations is ongoing. We're looking for the basis to establish the trajectory of the Ukrainian settlement.
Despite talking about peace, Vladimir Putin still appears set on war. Before meeting Witkoff, he addressed military commanders and talked up the strength of Russia's naval nuclear forces. But is Donald Trump losing patience? Russia has to get moving, he wrote on social media. Too many people dying, thousands a week, in a terrible and senseless war. A war that should have never happened and wouldn't have happened if I were president. But he is president now, and the war continues in the most brutal way. 9 children were killed in this missile strike last week, prompting a desperate plea from Ukraine to bolster its air defences.
10 Patriot systems, the free world has them. What is needed now are political decisions to make them work for peace. We need that result.
His appeal to Western allies meeting in Brussels didn't go unheard, with the UK among those pledging billions in more support.
We do whatever we can do to support Ukraine as long as it takes, and I think today was a quite impressive evidence for what we are able and willing to do.
But the question remains, what is Russia willing to do? It seems the US still doesn't have the answer. Ivor Bennett, Sky News, Moscow.